Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. We are reading for the weekend right now, so that is the 19th, 20th, and 21st, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, you know when I'm reading for the weekend, I use my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I will pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards, and then I will pull one from Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I've prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. A couple of things we need to know. Pisces season has begun, 18th, 19th, depending on where you're at in the world. I have posted some things on Facebook and on my YouTube channel. I also posted my notes when because I do the overview of Pisces season, and I forgot that I have a website, so I posted my notes, and I'm going to start doing that at least monthly, and then maybe I'll keep it up a little bit more, but I'm going to start posting my notes on the website, and then I will link it to my Facebook account, okay? So we are working with that a little bit more, or I am working with that a little more. Now, when I say we, higher power, myself. Anyway, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, and whatever the message is, my job is just to deliver it. On the 20th, we have Mercury going direct. So, Mercury has a lot of karmic type of energy with it. Now, usually though, with Mercury, because it does this, it goes retrograde 3 times a year. With Mercury though, there is what we call the shadow of the retrograde. That happens with all the planets, but with Mercury, the shadow is 2 weeks. So it's like 2 weeks prior and 2 weeks after. So 20th, it is going direct. It has a 2 week still in that shadow because it has to make up, the time that it, actually was in retrograde. So we can still have a lot of that karmic energy going on. We will have, I think, that full moon. I think that's on the 28th, I believe it is. So that will still be part of that karmic circle too. Okay, so just want to let you know about that. Okay, now I am trying to do these little intros so that I can make sure that everybody gets the same information. I will start the readings. Thank you. Hello, my Aquariuses. How are you? And welcome to Pisces season. So yeah, we have a lot of things going up and down with Pisces season, a lot of emotions going on. I can just kind of, my Aquarians, don't buy into it. Okay, I don't mean, people are emotional. I'm not saying not to be sensitive to it, but I'm getting the message, don't buy into it. I don't know, it could be that you are extremely porous right now. There's still a lot of Aquarius energy going on. You're kind of porous, like a sponge is porous, and I'm not talking about a manufactured sponge. I'm talking about a natural sponge. Wow, this is strange. But again, I don't have to understand. I just have to tell you. So it's kind of like you're very porous, and it's like the water energy, like you just want to suck it all up. And I'm going to try, kind of like keep your little porous sponge really tight. Don't let it, you're going to get some water. It's going to have some elasticity to it. But I'm going to just kind of you might need to separate yourself a little bit from the energies because it's not necessarily going to be comfortable, because it's going to be a little bit on that overwhelming side. Okay, whatever. Let's see what we have with the cards now. 3 cards are face down. They're all reversed, so that has some strong energy. Let's see what we have for my Aquarians. First card is the 10 of air. I love this. 10s are transitional energy, but it's also a 1, new beginning, 1, 0. Air energy is your energy. It's also Gemini and Libra energy. It is thought processes. It's hearing news. It's making some plans. And I think that's what I'm talking about too, is like, okay, yes, these are things happening. And when when your natural sponge gets all full of that water, it keeps you from looking forward. It keeps you from moving forward. Okay. So again, you need to squeeze your little sponge out, your emotional sponge, And you have to let it dry out a little bit, because the 10 of air, this is a time for forward movement for you. Okay? So this is not a time for you to get stuck. It's not a time for you to, to pick up everybody's emotions and to the point that it keeps you from moving forward. Now, a lot of times there's this, there's the one thing, the one little saying, it's, what is it? Paralysis by analysis, or paralysis by analysis, meaning that, thinking things too much, looking too much, it keeps you from moving forward. So this is what you want to try to avoid, especially this weekend. Now, a lot of the readings that most all the readings I've been doing will fall into next week also. So watch out for paralysis by analysis, because you want to move forward. You want to move to whatever that is. And I do feel move. Oh, my Aquarians, it's always moving with you too. But that's okay. You know what? Because when you have that vision, this is like a vision that keeps you moving forward anyway. So if you want to move, having that vision, having that as a goal, that keeps you going forward, and it helps to keep your your natural sponge, kind of, ringed out. Anyway, the 10 of air, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. Next card, again, this is reversed. The star. Now we have a 1 again. 1, new beginnings, or it could be a 10, transition. 7 is that divine umbrella, kind of like, you give it up to your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine. They send you Archangel Jophiel to help you through this. Add 1 plus 7 together, becomes an 8. 8 unlimited opportunities. The star, time to make some wishes. Remember, we do have that new moon it still was an Aquarius new moon. New moon into the full moon is a time for you to wish. Now, the only thing that I can think of that, like I said, picking up a lot of the emotional energies around you. And I'm not saying for you to be antisocial. I'm not saying for you to be, I don't want, to be, cruel, or to be, apathetic. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, what I am saying is things are transitioning for you, and you need to kind of ride that out a little bit. You need to move forward with that. Again, the energies of the people around you can laden you down, can hold you down, okay? But the star, what do you do with stars? You make a wish. Remember, new moon, Aquarius new moon to that full moon, and that full moon will be in Virgo. It will be very positive, is all about requesting and making wishes. So, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. And every time you have a goal, and I know I say this, write it down and put some dates next to it, okay? Put some dates. So if you do want to move, I keep getting the move. If you do want to move, put a date on it. When do you want to move by? And, and you don't necessarily, if you want to move this year in 2021, you can say by January of 2022, or put down when you do want to move. And then, because you're Aquarius, speak it out. But Archangel Jophiel, did I read this to you? Yes, I did. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. Your next card is reversed. Okay, you are like the fourth sign to get the 9 of water. So this must be a very magical weekend. Okay, water energy is our Pisces. It's our Scorpio. It is also our Cancer energy. It's very fluid, very emotional. 9s, wrap it up. Put a bow on it. Let's get things done. This is the wish card. Now, you're the only one to have gotten the star and the wish card, though. So what do you make? What do you do with the star? You make a wish. So again, and your new moon is Aquarius to the full moon, so we still have that new moon Aquarius energy. Go and put your wishes out there. Put it out, what it is you want. I will tell you to write it down. I did that. I put it on my refrigerator one time. I need to do it again, yes. But and then I just had it on there for 2 years, and everything came to fruition. And I would speak it out when because you go to the refrigerator all the time. I would speak it out and say, this is what I want. Now, it came quicker than 2 years, but I kept it on there for 2 years. Anyway, your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. So, so my only worry, my only concern is that sponge. Make sure that, make sure you're not picking up anybody else's emotions. You're not, because they're, the emotions, they're all up and down this month. So, you stay focused. Focus on your list, focus on your wish, focus on your star, focus on your dreams, okay? That's all about you for this weekend. And I feel like this is going into next week too. Here we go. Let's go ahead and we will cut one card. The Four of Ariel. Now, Ariel is earth energy. It is our Taurus, our Virgo, our Capricorn, solid energy. Four has a lot of stability, but it also has a lot of organizational skills to it too. Now, a lot of times this has to do with money. So, this is about, this is reciprocity. We do have, now this is natural. This is very, very tangible type of energy. This is an exchange of that natural and, reciprocal. This is reciprocal earth energy too. This is putting out, getting back. Now, in some case, you might be saying, but Deb, you told me to keep things, yes, because the energies keep, the emotional energies keep coming to you and you keep taking them and there's no place for them to go. You don't give anything, you don't, like I said, that's when you need to wring it out. This is having, balance. This is having reciprocity. This is giving, but also receiving, okay? This is not, when you're taking all the emotions, let's do this hand. When you're taking all the emotions, your scale is getting tipped. It's being laden. I keep getting the word laden also. So this is also, even though this is natural energy, this is also part of the karmic type of energy too. Giving, receiving, giving, receiving. There's got to be a balance. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, and you do like to, like I said, you're the sponge. You are a sponge, especially right now. Extremes in how you save or spend money. So there is reciprocity in the natural. This is a weekend that, wishes can happen. Things can happen. A lot of people, a lot of signs. Well, I said that you're the fourth sign. I think we've gotten this in each of the, I think we got this in water, fire, earth, and now in air. So it's interesting. So this is a very magical type of weekend. Interesting weekend. Nobody has gotten the star. Remember, I don't think anyone's gotten the star alone, but nobody's gotten the star and the Nine of Water together. That I think. I don't think so. So, wish, dream, dream big. Here we go. Let's see what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Aquariuses. Not reversed. Pyrite. Pyrite comes up periodically. This is pyrite. It's all about good change of fortune, success, renewed focus. That's definitely leadership. I love your reading. I love it. My Aquarians, many times over, it's like, come on, let's get going. Let's have things moving. I remember, what was it, a year ago? I was like, you were holding on to the door jamb. Now, make your wishes. Okay, before we do end, though, I do want to ask that we pray, we meditate, we put out into the energies good wishes, good thoughts for everyone who has been affected by the weather. Now, I know in the United States there are people that are in the southern states that just, they don't get snow, they don't get the weather that we have gotten. I'm in one of the southern states. Thank you that, but I think we've got like 6-7 inches out there, okay, which isn't horrible. I used to live in Chicago. That's like nothing, but the states aren't used to this, so they're not prepared for this. And then the northern states, Like I said, 6 inches is nothing. Well, they're getting much, much more than that also. The southern states, there's people without power, without roofs, without food. So I ask that we come together, that we put out good energy, we put out prayers, however that is. You want to connect with your higher power. And the things that I ask are, and I ask this also just for many of us, for myself also, is, and I also have gratitude with this. I ask for a roof over our heads, food in our bellies, and, the warmth, or if you're in the southern hemisphere, you might be needing a little bit of air conditioning. So, but to have the comfortable temperature. So let's put that out there. And again, hope, let's put out also that this is soon over and resolved. Okay, my Aquarians, please remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe. It does help. As always, my Aquariuses, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.